Now that's firebending.
Aang, you'll hurt yourself.
I wonder how the juggler did it. Ah! Katara! I'm so sorry!
Katara, what's wrong? What did you do?
It was an accident. I was... Katara, I'm so...
I told you we shouldn't mess around with this. Look what you did. You burned my sister.
All right, what do we learn with Avatar?
No, absolutely nothing.
He doesn't know how to present emotion without completely dropping it off immediately after they present you emotion.
The Iroh part was sad, but only because I knew what happened in the actual. If I hadn't known that, then it wouldn't have done anything to me.
Wait, which one? The part where he's getting jailed off?
No, he's like the part
Bipolar
right
as
there,
fuck.
Like he's telling him I had to get this coin to someone who. I was like, oh, that's kind of sad, but it was only that because, you know, I already knew from the Last Airbender, like the real one. But if I had never seen that scene probably wouldn't have had any emotional.
That's like the only redeeming part, I'll be honest with you. It was kind of like, okay, even though this is fanfic, it's fine because, like how Birdie said it, it's so dumb and it's... Let's introduce characters. Okay. And they're all cardboard.
I think there's just too many like discrepancies in there too, like as far as timeline.
Don't even get me started on that. Oh, dude. Mashu went from episode 5 to Jet's episode, which is like even later, and then we get to the Northern Temple, which is literally almost the end of book 2, and then the secret tunnel, and then the mini piece. I think it's somewhere in between where Iroh gets caught in his hot tub bath, and that gets completely shifted. It's just so much. Wait, like how do you go from where that was? What, episode 3, right? 3 to 4. We go from that to like, all right, cool guys. M Night Ding Along had it like this, so we'll do it faster. So that they literally went in one episode to almost 20 episodes, almost 15 episodes ahead. That's fucking gnarly. Nothing is sacred. It really wasn't. They overplayed his song,
right?
They really
did it a lot.
They should have left it.
Now. Every time Hero's in there, they just play it.
Do you want to have a friend? Down, 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 down. Do you want some tea? Down, 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 down. Like I can't.
All the notes sounded like when you mess up on Guitar Hero.
You could tell they did a new rendition, but the fact is that that song is played once, only once in the show. They even asked
such a big impact, dude.
And they even asked the substitute voice actor, and he talked about it too because he does conventions and he does like meetups. They always ask him, and he had to make a statement. I am not gonna sing this song. I know it. It's a beautiful song piece. I know the episode just like everybody else, but it's not my song, and it's just meant to be as is. It's Mako's piece, not mine. So please calm down with asking for that. And that's completely respectable. He is a substitute voice actor. He still does pretty good at the last half of the series because Michael passed away. But this show is just like, cool, okay, we get that nice moment with Zuko. And it's fine, it's nice with the fanfic. But then they play it back like 2 more times. So I was like, what is this? But the part that song is sacred. That song, people know. People fucking, you can go to YouTube right now. Like, go to YouTube right now and be like, leave from the vine reaction or whatever, and you can see people, fucking grown people, men and women, crying like fucking like, I didn't know this was a sad episode, because that's the Tales of Ba Sing Se, and there's like the Toph episode with Katara, then there's Aang's episode with the animals, which I think it's right after actually, and it's just fun little stories. Yeah, it's just cool little episodes. But then we get Iroh's episode, and everybody's like, oh, this is cool. But then every time, when it gets to that little point where he's paying tribute to his son, everybody fucking dies. Everybody loses their shit. It doesn't help that they even, oh yeah, the secret tunnels too. They're just so everywhere with this show. And we can't skip over, man. They did Boomy dirty. They did
Yeah, they
okay.
did. Made you hate the
Ooh,
guy.
I gotta. Who's worse, Iroh or Boomy?
I
Man,
don't
I
think
would say,
the speed of the show really
yeah.
benefited Boomy too much. 'Cause they just made you hate the guy instead. The build up, you don't really see.
They don't what? You cut off.
Huh?
You cut off.
Damn, that's a good point.
Just say it again.
So I don't think the speed of the show really benefited it, like benefited Boomy too much, because then it just made you like you instantly just dislike the dude, and you can't really understand why it was just too fast. You know, like
But that's also in
felt like a
part.
brief the surface of it.
Yeah, but that's also the way they handled it. Like in the show, it was 30 minutes. Fine. But we get to see him, and his first introduction is, mind you, I still remember this shit because Boomy's a fun character. And he looks at him and he goes, "You shall have a feast." And everybody's like, "Wait, what?" Yeah. And then literally the next scene, they're eating, and they're like, "How's the food? How's everything going?" Oh, and he's just like shooting the like just playing with them, talking. Then he throws Aang a piece of drumstick because he's like, "I'm gonna go to bed. I'm old, so I gotta take my naps." And he throws him like a chicken bone. He throws him a food, and he catches it and he goes, "Ah, it looks like we don't even have just any bender. We have an air bender. We have the Avatar." And they're like, "Uh-oh." And then we get all these things where he starts to test them, and they get turned into almost candy crystals, and the funky test, and it shows him being a weirdo, but like, you know, think open, because that's his whole shtick. Things aren't what they always seem to be, just like Boomy. And then in the show, he has flashbacks with Boomy, and then we get to understand like, oh, you're fucking Boomy. What the hell, bro? You're like a freaking chat over here, man. Because at the last fight, he's like, you have to choose. Who do you want to fight? And it's like this big ass dude, this hunter dude, this fucking crazy guy. And then he goes, I choose you. And he's like, haha, you chose wrong. And then he fucking stands up and fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger pose over here. Like, they completely took. I'm gonna still believe, because I kind of thought it was, honestly, no. All of them valid. But I still think it's episode 2 because of the way the way they essentially destroyed the entire Avatar war. There's no real story behind the war anymore. It's only that Fire Nation bad. Uroku's friendship is completely null and void. His faults completely null and void. Nobody wants to talk about him. Kyoshi's the baddest bad bitch of them all. Even though she wasn't. She was one of the worst benders. She went all Iron Man on us and took over Aang to attack the village. That's just all stuff that looks cool on paper, but when you see what they sacrifice, like even including the hurt scene that Aang has when he burns Katara, to replace that as like a hurting people with airbending, just makes no sense to me. Makes sense to advance the plot, but when you know where they're taking things from, because it's Avatar, and I'm pretty sure everybody here loves Avatar, all you can say is, what the hell are you doing? Even destroyed the Forest episode, the Spirit episode, where he has, it's 2 episodes of him going to the Spirit Realm. Gone. All we're getting is Aang over here, completely getting his stories completely mixed up. And freaking Omashu is mixed up with Jet's story arc, part of the second air temple, where they meet the refugees and Omashu together. Like, what is going on? And then we also get Azula with her gang talking to General Zha, which that never happened. Like, it's just so many things that just make you go, what is going on? I guess I get it. This is meant for people who have never seen the show, but man, this is just, all I can say is some actors play out their roles really well, but there's no build, like there's no real feeling. The General Zha is still an asshole, but that's cool. That's what he does. Azula feels a little awkward so far, even though I've only seen her twice. She feels super weird. Zuko feels nice. Iroh still feels kind of bland, except for the one scene with the fanfic. Your son gave me this. Boomy was a dick. I don't know what the fuck happened there. He was just a dick. He was a fucking dick. And that's not Boomy. Jet was, it's like it's getting worse. Is anybody getting that feeling? Like it's actually getting worse. And the only thing holding it up are some of the decent actors. Or am I wrong?
Time seems kind of jarring, though. I'll say that.
That's probably the second biggest offender, in my opinion, aside with the cutting. It's getting better. How is it getting better?
Honestly, I could go without seeing the rest of the episodes, but
Because
you're
we're
probably
getting
gonna
used to
show
it
them.
more.
So
I would be happy if things would make sense, but they're just shitting on everything. And I mean shitting. Like, there's no feeling. Like, bro, when they were having that heart-to-heart moment, Katara and Jet, I was like, oh, this is cool. And then sad music started playing, and then y'all heard me say it. Oh, wait, are we supposed to be, like, being sad here?
yeah, you
Like,
didn't hear that sad
no,
piano
but
twinge in the
when it
background?
started playing, I was like, wait a minute. Is this a feely? Is this like a feely moment? What the fuck is going on? Like, there's no conviction. There's no, like, there's no emotion. I don't know. Secret tunnel. And then we get incest in the show because now we have Sokka and Katara going to a secret tunnel.
Dead listener.
Oh my god. How are y'all feeling with this so far?
It's garbage.
Not a fan.
I'm here
Not
to
a
hear
fan.
you suffer, man. And can't wait
Luckily-
to see Kyoshi destroy the Fire Lord at the end of season 3.
Oh my god.
Luckily
Just-
for me, like I haven't seen Avatar in a while. I have seen all of it, but it's been. But like Birdie and Dad have just been watching it, so they could just see it all going bad. And me, I'm just like, well, I kind of don't.
Yeah, Birdie's been blessing our buddy with like the good shit.
It's not as devastating for me as like Cowboy Bebop,
Keep aside your
Or,
masochist.
like-
Oh, no. It's okay. Everybody deserves pain.
Death Note.
I
That was
give you.
sad, too.
Oh, you know what's funny? My take is partly how everybody sees this show. Because this show, you can like it if you've never seen the original.
I loved it. Please, sir, another.
Please, sir, may I have some more? More?
I'll have another helping of that. Please, just slop it on there.
Well, we have 4 more episodes to go, buddy.
You have 4 more episodes to go.
For real, though, they are just like the time skipping, episodes jipping. Nah, they're like, nah, we're good. We'll just take all the good parts and still make it worse. Does anybody feel that this is being speedrun so fast, and in turn, like it might be over by season 3? But the way they're like I said earlier, this is episode 5 from Omashu, where they actually get to Omashu, then they get in prison with Bumi's test, and then we jump up ahead to like episode like 16 and 17, and then everything in between with like jet stuff, secret tunnels, whatever. Like they're stealing so much ahead, and I think we've been what was it? We got references to season 2. Yeah, Kill said that in the next episode we actually get something for season 2. So that's like, what the fuck? I think the show might be over faster than we think.
Fingers crossed.
But I think that's kind of weird because that might mean this was a plan for 3 seasons. I'm glad y'all loved Avatar like me, oh boy G-Wiz.
Love is a very inaccurate.
Oh, it's painful. Okay. Let's go have some actual good stuff now, right? Let's go watch some food and dungeon stuff.
I like foods and dungeons. Oh, maybe not the dungeons, but I do like.
Let's go.